what's up? Welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Before jumping any further into today's video, be sure to go ahead and click that subscribe button. We are trying to reach 6K by the end of March. That is the next goal here for this channel. I post new videos 3 times a week, so there's always new content to binge. I've got Dakota right next to me again, my little sidekick, so if you see an ear every now and then pop in, I'm currently petting her just to kind of keep her at bay while I'm filming. But if you happen to see just a little tiny appearance, that's why. You guys would probably notice from like watching me and my channel and my vlogs that unless I'm doing like a filming day or I have a ton of like on-camera meetings with clients, typically I'm not wearing any makeup. Today happens to be one of those days that I am going to be on camera and working with clients. I did just a very simple fresh face, but it's still pretty minimal. But because I go makeup free so often, I've definitely developed quite a few like tips and tricks on just kind of how to look your best and feel the most confident without wearing makeup. And so that's exactly what we're gonna be diving into today. I'm gonna give you guys my tips on how to look good and just feel your best while wearing absolutely no makeup on your face. Whether or not you choose to wear makeup certainly should not define you. But here on this channel, I'm all about just like being your most authentic self and making sure that you feel the most beautiful, and so I just want to share some tips and tricks with you guys on how to embrace your completely bare-faced natural beauty and still look somewhat put together. Without further ado, I'm just going to jump right into the video. Any kind of products or things that I mentioned in today's video will of course be linked down below, but let's just jump into it. Again, I do just want to say I think it is very, very important to remember that you are beautiful just the way you are. You do not need a stitch of makeup on your face. I personally feel just as beautiful when I'm bare-faced as when I'm doing like a full beat, full glam, but these tips are just to give you some extra pointers and enhance what's already there. You guys are gonna roll your eyes because I'm sure you've heard this in every single one of these videos, but that is to make sure that you are staying hydrated and drinking more than enough water. 9 times out of 10, we're all probably a little bit dehydrated, and that's just because either like A, we think we're drinking enough water when we're really not, B, you just don't really like the taste of water and so you kind of skip it, or C, you're always tempted with like, you know, sparkling drinks and sodas and all these other things. Recently though, I've made a really conscious effort to pretty much only stick to water, and I cannot tell you the benefits that I have seen, not just in my skin, but also just like in my bloating and my overall health. Now obviously not everybody is gonna see like drastic changes, but a lot of the benefits can include, you know, your skin looks more glowy, it helps with acne, it improves the texture of your skin, it makes it look bouncier. So definitely before anything else, make sure you're getting in your water. You know, choose a water bottle or a mug that gets you hype, and just make sure that you're staying hydrated throughout the day. If you know that you're going to be going a few places like the following day and you want to go makeup free, it is all about taking care of your skin the night before. And the biggest thing is making sure that you're getting enough sleep, because when you're well rested or when you're not well rested, your skin will definitely show that. For me, I know the days that I don't get as much sleep as I intend to, I wake up, the dark circles are there, my skin definitely looks a little bit more dull, and so I'm much more tempted to cover that with some makeup. But if I make sure to get 8+ hours of sleep, I wake up feeling super well rested, my eyes look much more awake, and my skin looks definitely a little bit brighter. But again, there are also ways to help enhance your skin and prep it the night before so that your skin looks as good as possible for your makeup free day. I always recommend doing this every single night, but especially the nights where you're prepping to not wear makeup the next day, but definitely take the time to do an in-depth skincare routine and a face mask. Now there are 2 different face masks that I recommend depending on what your skin needs. One would just be like a really simple hydrating sheet mask. I love the ones from the Sephora collection. I actually just used my last one last night, so I'm gonna link it down below, but I've mentioned it in quite a few vlogs. So that's just for like if your skin needs a little bit more moisture, if you want it to look a little bit more plump, but if you're somebody who deals with uneven texture, maybe some leftover acne scars, I really recommend a chemical exfoliant. This is one of my favorite masks. This is the Used to the People Yerba Mate Resurfacing Energy Facial. It literally only needs to sit on your face for 3 minutes. It is super low maintenance, but it works so well, and Dakota is back. This mask is definitely a little bit more of an investment, but you honestly get a ton. It's taken me a really long time to go through the amount that I have. And when I wake up in the morning after using this, my skin feels, first of all, so smooth. It looks so bright, and I just feel like it really does kind of look like you treated yourself to some sort of facial. And then also, I would recommend finishing off your skincare routine that night with a super hydrating moisturizer or a sleeping mask. I love the one from Dr. Brandt. Again, I'll be sure to link it down below. But something that's gonna have a ton of moisture moisture that will really seep into your skin overnight, and that way you wake up and everything just looks really fresh and glowing. Okay, so the rest of these tips are all about what to do the day of. My first big one is if you're going to go makeup free, make sure that your hair is really purposefully styled. So like, don't skip out on your hair. I typically recommend something that is up and out of your face because it will also give your face the more lifted appearance, and it just looks sleek and really put together. So whether it's like a really sleek, slick back, mid to low bun, or somewhat of like a messy but very purposeful high bun, or if it's just like a snatched ponytail, something that's really styled, up and out of your face, and that helps it just create this like really lifted appearance. Or if there's a day where I'm just not really in the mood to wear my hair up, I just make sure that if I'm gonna wear it down, it's not just straight. I find that when I'm wearing no makeup and my hair is straight, it all just looks a little bit flat, so I opt for something that's gonna give me some more movement and more volume. So whether that's like big bouncy waves, messy like beachier waves, or even some curls, I would really recommend that. And again, these are just my personal tips. If you feel the most confident like when you're wearing no makeup with your hair pinned straight and all the way down, like that is totally fine. You do you. I'm just giving some suggestions, but obviously there's no like right or wrong way. On the days that I'm not wearing makeup, it's still very important to me to look somewhat tan and have a healthy glow to the skin, and these guys are definitely my secret weapon. These are the I Love Paradise self-tanning drops for the face and body. I specifically use this on my face. Essentially, you just mix it in with your moisturizer, and throughout the day the tan develops. It's super natural looking. It doesn't break me out. It doesn't really have a smell. I've repurchased this bottle or this product I think 3 or 4 times. I absolutely love it. I've heard the Drunk Elephant drops are really good as well, but I think that's more of like a temporary bronze look, whereas this will definitely last on your face a few days. But I think just having a little bit of a tan, making your skin just look a little bit more alive is very, very helpful. And then again, on the days that I choose not to wear makeup, I definitely use more of a illuminating moisturizer. Not dewy for me personally because I have combo to oily skin, but something again that's just a little bit more illuminating. My favorite for that recently has been the, what is this called? The Pharmacy Daily Greens Oil-Free Gel Moisturizer. This stuff is so good. I just have the travel size, but I've used it 3 or 4 times and it's really nice. First of all, I love a gel moisturizer because the consistency is very hydrating. It's cooling on the skin, but for combo to oily skin, it just dries down perfectly and it still feels very natural on the face. It smells like a straight up spa. Like this stuff just smells luxurious and so refreshing. If you have drier skin, then you could definitely go with like a dewier moisturizer. The one from Tatcha is absolutely amazing. I'll link it down below as well. But for someone with combo to oily skin, this is definitely what I would recommend. Now, kind of going along with making sure that you're not skipping out on your hair, I think it's incredibly important to still make sure that you groom your brows, especially for me because mine are very thick and they can get very unruly if I don't take care of them. So on the days where I'm going completely makeup free, I like to opt for a clear brow gel. This is the Milk Kush Clear Brow Gel. I really like this stuff. It's not very expensive and it lasts a really long time. This is my second bottle of this stuff and the first one lasted me literally like 6 months. What I really love about this brow gel is the brush is like super small, so you can really get in there and like fluff up your brows. Or if you don't like the fluffy look and you more just like them to look purposeful but kind of like slicked down, this works great as well. And then my last tip is to finish off your no makeup face with a tinted lip balm. Having hydrated lips is very, very important, and if you have something that can give you a little bit of a wash of color, even better. That way your face doesn't look so flat and like one-dimensional. I am a big fan of the Nars tinted lip balms. This is actually what I'm wearing today. It's in the color Dolce Vita. I'll put a little bit more on. It's super pretty. It gives the perfect amount of shine and it actually has quite a little bit of color to it. And of course it's going to help moisturize your lips, which in the winter time, even as we're transitioning into the spring, is super important. If this is a little bit too pink for you, I also really like the Nars tinted lip balm in the color Orgasm. I'll be sure to link them both down below. I have them both. I use them all the time. But there you guys have it. Those are all of my tips and tricks when it comes to looking and feeling your best when you're not wearing any makeup at all. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and also click that subscribe button. We are trying to reach 6K by the end of March. That is the next goal for this channel. I really do think that we can hit it, but I'm gonna need your help. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. It takes like 2 seconds and it would mean the world to me. Follow me on all of my other social media networks, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Clubhouse if you're a member. Subscribe to my podcast, check out my Amazon shop. You guys know the drill. I love you all so much. I hope you guys are staying safe, happy, and healthy, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye guys.